Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. I want to introduce you to what we call the Retirement Pillar Protection Workshop. We just had our workshop here in Orlando, Florida, and we taught really three key things. It used to be called the three-legged stool back in the day for most of our parents or grandparents, depending on the generation that you were brought up in. And that was Social Security, which was never a concern of being there, retirement savings when the bank actually paid interest, and then having a pension plan made by or committed by our employer that would last us our entire life. And unfortunately, that stool is broken. And as we become what I call the yo-yo generation, where we have to obviously on our own, right? You're on your own to make sure you create your own pillars of retirement protection. We really want to focus on the optimization of Social Security benefits for the maximization of those payouts. Because there's a few very simple principles that if people learn them, the average client from the book I wrote leaves in excess of $200,000 on the table by not knowing one or two very simple filing strategies. The second one is how to secure your retirement savings. How do you have the upside opportunity of when the market gains, but avoid the chaos and anxiety and the sleepless nights of when that market loses. So this way you can outperform Wall Street very easily and at a fraction of the cost with a tremendous additional performance that allows you to obviously retire with dignity. And lastly, how do you design your own personal protected pension plan, one in which you can't outlive, you don't have to risk lowering your lifestyle as a result of it, but in particular if you're married, the ability to protect the survivor of the two spouses so that even though there'll be the emotional loss, there will not be the unfortunate financial loss that many times puts a survivor into a very compromised, lower standard of living in their retirement. And then lastly, if you, maybe not even yourself personally, but other people you care about, your children or other friends, family, aren't understanding how to take the bank's concept of keeping us in debt and reversing that and getting us out of debt, then the ability, which is a book we just released that you can find on the website, thehiddenwealthsystem.com, is the ability to turn debt elimination into wealth acceleration. The ability to, on average, we found in the study, save in excess of $107,000, not changing your budget a dollar different tomorrow than what it is today, but at the same time cutting off almost 18 years, 17.9 years, so that instead of you and the interest you pay supporting the next series of college football bowl games for the sponsors, you become the person who is the beneficiary of obviously saving that money, redirecting it, and literally turning debt elimination into wealth acceleration. And so it would be our privilege and our opportunity to educate you so that you can think about your thinking, your own thinking, not thoughts, people, things, your thinking about a bigger, brighter future so that you have what we call the retirement freedom cycle. And you don't get trapped into what we call the retirement captivity cycle, which is you know you need to make a change, but then you start to justify why you need the change versus the fact is all you need to do is want to make that change. Here's to your hidden wealth.